Who knew? I should have told y'all that this was going to be a double upload, y'all. Okay. I didn't. I said I wasn't. But here we are. Okay. Now, let's get into this. So, I cannot stand a hypocrite, y'all. I hate hypocrites. Let me tell y'all what I'm talking about. We all know what one is. Do we all know what one does? We should. So, I know people. I've seen people. I've heard people. They always have some advice for somebody else when your own advice don't even work for you. Now, people that are always telling somebody what they should do, what they should try. Um, a job. I heard somebody saying this, right? Now, this guy, he was adamant about what he was talking about, and he was trying to give his friend some advice, right? And I'm just listening. I'm ear hustling at this point, right? And I mean, not for real, because he was talking loud enough for everybody to hear. So I really wasn't hustling. Let me take that back. So you are telling this man, and just follow me, y'all. He was telling this guy, his buddy, right? It was like, yeah, man, my job hiring, I've been telling you to come over here for the longest time. You can come over there and you can get you a job, right? And he was like, well, how long you said you've been on this job again? And he was like, oh, I ain't been there that long. I only been there for a couple months, right? He said, but they're in desperate need of help. So if you come over there and you fill out this application, you're going to get the job, right? The guy, his friend, was like, huh. He said, well, you ain't even been there that long. He said, so I don't know if I really want to listen to what you talking about. He was like, he said, man, just come over there. I promise you going to get the job. They need some help. And he was like, okay. He said, I'm going to come over there and I'm going to put the application in, blah, 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 whatever. So now, I guess, to get him off his back for talking about applying. So then he went a little bit further and he was like, he said, now, I'm just trying to understand something. He said, now, don't take this the wrong way. He said, but I'm just trying to understand, how is it that you are telling me to come over to your job? You ain't been there that long. You just got fired from another job, and then you quit the job before that. Blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And he was like, man, scratch all of that. This something different now. This new. He don't want to talk about that, okay? He said, no. He said, what happened with the last job? He said, you got fired from that job. What happened? He said that he was man, you know how it go. I'm partying, I'm hanging out, I'm kicking and stuff. It was like, I guess I've been late for work too many times. I done been hung over too many times. And they gave me, a couple warnings or whatever, he said, and I thought I could do better, blah, blah, blah. That's how he ended up getting fired, right? He said, now what about the job before that? He said, oh, I walked off that job. He said, and why? The guy was like, he said, because I just was tired of it. I didn't want to do it no more. But you harassing your buddy, your friend, your boy, to come over to your job, you don't even know how long you going to be there for real. Okay? I'm just listening to all of this stuff. Now, it ain't got nothing to do with me, so obviously I didn't say anything. I didn't know them. But this is what I took from it. You are telling this man, I'm talking about was really on his case, about applying for a job where you work when you're not even constant, okay? You're not a regular. This ain't something that you even know you're going to be there for a lengthy amount of time. And you going crazy because, so you want him to come over there to do what? So you can have somebody to talk to, so y'all can go on y'all breaks together, so y'all can shoot stuff together. Y'all don't even know if you don't even know if he going to be in the same area as you. So that really ain't working. He was just talking. Sometimes people they just like to vent. They want to get some stuff out. They definitely gonna make it sound good and try to convince you of what it is that they're talking about when you really don't know what you're talking about for real. Now, what if your buddy get over there and he is doing, I'm talking about a really, really good job, just a knockout job, and he might not even be there as long as you are. You only been there for a couple months. What if this dude come over there and I'm talking about just really do his thing? He's consistent. He's always there. He's not taking off, calling off, coming in late, and all of this. And they promote him. They give him a raise. How you gonna feel? You know what I mean? Now, I'm all for people looking out for other folks. That's what we supposed to do. When we get up on a lick, we done heard something new, we done seen something new. Yeah, you should put people on. You should definitely give them information to help them, further them, especially when you know they're in a situation or a position that they need the help. So I'm all for that. But you don't give people news, information, advice on coming somewhere that you don't even know you gonna be there or not. You know what I mean? And then you telling him, man, well you been out of work for a little bit. You definitely need the money. You know, you can use this job and all that. It's like this is what people work for, right? To make money. So how come you can't keep a job again? I'm confused. You know? So my point is, okay, we cannot always tell people something that we think they should do, or something they'll be better off doing, or you should try this, when your advice ain't really working for you. Okay? Not consistently, not regularly, not faithfully, not loyally. This stuff ain't working for you. Who are you to tell somebody what they need? Because I'm pretty sure you needed those jobs, but you decided you was going to mess up. And therefore, you weren't going to have those jobs. You are a hypocrite. You know, you telling somebody something that it ain't even working for you. How's it going to work for me? I can't follow you. You don't even know where you going. Okay? Why in the world would I take some advice from you? It ain't working. Now, what you tell, and it could be any single thing, you know, not necessarily just working or a job or whatever that is. It can be anything. That's just like you having issues with, let me see, your house, right? You got a problem with your house. Now, you know what the problem is. You ain't even tried to check up on it. You knew it was a problem when you was having a problem with it. Okay, let me just start there. But you didn't have time to do what you needed to do, get what you needed to get it fixed. So whoever was gonna work on it in the time frame that they were gonna work on it, how come your work ain't done? But then you gonna tell so and so his roof was leaking, right? He had a spot upstairs where it was like dripping a little bit. I heard somebody say this too. And he said, he was like, man, I got to get my roof fixed. I don't know where the leak is, but I know from the inside where it is, but I don't see it, you know, on the roof, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, you're not going to be in the same spot outside of where it is inside. But anyway, so you're going to tell him, man, he was like, now when it started doing that, he was like, it just started doing that the other day. He was like, I didn't even know, somebody pointed it out to me. And he was like, he said, so when you gonna get this fixed, man? You know you can't be dragging on that, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And he had a lot of information that his, whoever it was, should do. Now, you telling him that he needs to take care of his business when you haven't taken care of yours? How does that work? Where are we going with this? Okay? I mean, it's stupid. Stop telling people what they need to do when you definitely have not taken care of yours. It's stupid. Okay? You need to. Man, don't be playing games, and you need to take care of that now. You can't play with no roof. You can't play with nothing in a house, period. House, apartment, whatever it is. A dog house. Okay? I'm just saying. You can't play with stuff. If you're going to take care of your business, take care of your business. Don't be a hypocrite and tell somebody else what they need to do when you're not doing half of what you saying. You ain't doing a third of it. Are you doing a quarter of it? You know, you ain't doing none of it for real. I'm just saying. Hypocrites. get on my nerves. You gonna say one thing, but you're doing the opposite of that. You telling somebody what they should do, but you ain't doing what you should. You telling people, well, man, I don't think it's a good idea if you do that. But then you're on the other side of it and you doing what you telling this person not to do. It makes zero sense. Stop being a hypocrite. It is annoying. For one, nobody's asking you for any information. Nobody's asking you, man, well, what you think I should do about this? Nobody summoned you to do anything, to give advice, tell me what you think, how you feel. Nobody asked you. But we know it's always some that's going to volunteer some information that was never asked for in the first place. Okay, I got it. Let me do what I'm doing. Just figure out your mess over there. Figure out what you need to do. Because I got mine. Okay? Everybody don't drag. Everybody don't procrastinate. Lagging here, there, everywhere, all the time. That's not everybody's situation. Just take care of your business and let me take care of mine. Okay? Hypocrites. Anywho, y'all. Whoo, child. That's what I want to say. Okay? Nothing too big, nothing too major. Just a little something. Okay? Anywho, y'all. That's going to conclude this food thought. And I will see y'all on the next video. Bye.